Hello everyone, welcome to Sachii Academy. This is Sachii. Today team, I'm going to take you through while loop in Java. And guys, this is the video number 9 of our playlist object-oriented programming using Java. And on this playlist, you are going to learn the whole Java core concept or the whole Java programming language. And after that, we also add the concepts of object-oriented programming using Java. So guys, I think there's a lot to learn from our videos. Also, if you are new to this channel, please click that subscribe button. Just click that subscribe button so that you can actually motivate us to do more videos. That's the whole concept there. So please click that subscribe button before watching this whole video, and please do watch it to the end. So before we actually talk about the while loop in Java, I'm also going to talk about the loops in Java general, on how you are going to use these loops. And then for today, we are just going to focus on the while loop, but on our next video we'll be focusing on a do while loop. How does it work? Also, we're going to do the for loop again. So there's a lot of things to learn, so please click that subscribe button. Click that subscribe button. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so let's begin. So the Java while loop. So loops can execute a block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. So the whole concept on loops is that maybe you've got a code that you want to run maybe 1,000 times, maybe 10 times. Instead of keeping on writing that code, you can just write that code once and have the loop helping you to run that code maybe 10 times as well as 1,000 times. So loops are handy because they save time. Why? Because for where you were supposed to write the code maybe 20 times, you just write it once and then iterate it 20 times. Also, it reduces errors and they make code more readable, just like that team. So the while loop loops through a block of code as long as a specified condition is true. So for a while loop, you just need a condition, just one condition. If it is true, you keep on looping that code or that block of code. Otherwise, you exit the while loop. So let's look at the while loop, like the syntax of the while loop. So if you look at it, we just have the while keyword, and then you have a single condition there, and then you have a block of code to be executed, just like that. So if you do this, this is how you can write the while loop. You just have the condition, and that condition needs to be true. If that condition is true, then you execute. So the condition is something which is going to be true or false, just like that, nothing more. So this is just an example, and we are going to do that as we are going. So team, let's dive into our code and see how we can implement this while loop so that we can experiment with this while loop. So team, I've actually already created this code. If you look at it, it's just a new program which is doing nothing there. We just have our class, and then inside the main method, what I'm going to do there, I'm just going to have my counter there. Maybe let me just initialize it to 0, just like that. And then I'm just going to have the while loop, and you know that on the while loop, this is just the block. You need to put a condition here, and then inside this you run your code. So the condition here, maybe I just want to say, well, I is less than maybe 5. I want to do something. What do I want to do? I want to print, maybe I just want to print the value of I. So team, there's one thing that I want you to note on these loops. Remember, I'm saying I is equal to 0 as initial condition. So I'm going to evaluate if I is less than 5, right? And then I execute this code. But there's one thing that you need to to see here. We are saying where this condition keep on running this block of code. So we need to make sure that this one is going to be false sometime. It's actually end up going to be false here. How do you do that? Maybe we need to increment this value of I, just like that, so that at first we run our I is equal to 0, and then after printing we increment the value of I, so that at the end this value is going to be 5, which is not going to be less than 5. Then this condition will become false, just like that. So what I'm going to get here team, if I expand this, I'm going to get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because I printed this repeatedly from I is equal to 0 until I is equal to 5, because I was incrementing this. If I remove this line of code, you are going to see that you are going to get zeros, and it is going to keep on running. Why? Because this condition will be always true. It's as good we are saying while it is true. So I need to stop this code. I don't know if it is going to stop. Yes. So it's as good as I'm just saying while true, and it is going to run just like that. Why? Because I didn't put a mechanism where this condition is going to be false. So you need to put the condition which is going to be false sometime. So how do you do that? You need to put maybe a decrementing or incrementing operator inside your while loop, just like that. So this is how you can use a while loop. Maybe you want to print hello 20 times. What you just need to do is to put your hello here, and then here you need to make sure that that hello is going to be printed 20 times. So if I put I less than 20, because I'm starting from 0, it means I'm going to print this hello 20 times. So guys, this is how you can use the while loop. I think you have actually seen the way you can use the while loop, how while loop works. And normally while loop, we use it when you are not aware of the time that you want to iterate your code. Otherwise, you're going to use a for loop. So this is how you're going to use the while loop in your code. So please just try to experiment with it, do a lot of things with it. So I think that's all what I have for today's video. So please do subscribe to this channel. I think you are seeing what we are doing. We are doing videos every week. So please keep on motivating us by clicking that subscribe button before you leave.